Today is a day where my brain isn't going to take much in. So last night's gig was absolutely amazing, really well played. One of my teachers always used to say to me, always try and play with better musicians than you. That way you'll elevate yourself, lift yourself up, and I think that happened last night. All those guys last night, phenomenal players. It was such a privilege to be on the stage with them, and we made some really good music. There was some really high intensity playing. You know, Blue Train even at the start was just like electric. And we did a thing with Footprints where Chris Jerome on piano was just played everything better than I ever could have even imagined it. And yeah, Naima was really special, as you saw at the end of yesterday's vlog. And we also did Psalm as well, which I might show at the end of today's vlog. But anyway, I wanted to tell you about my favourite little chart, which you can just kind of see at the corner of the frame. Because in reality, up until I started doing the chart, I wouldn't have practiced today. You'll probably hear it in my voice, on my chest. I'm very tired. My asthma's not really good today. Don't know if you knew I was asthmatic. I was so kind of wired when I got home last night. So much had gone on and everything else like that, that I didn't get to sleep till about 10 to 1. And then I was awake at 5:30. And that's not a good recipe when I've had a really tough week as well. And I don't know if you have had those days where the adrenaline's pumping so much that your body is just flaked and just wants to pass out, but your mind is still running at 1,000,000 miles an hour. That's what my mind was like up until I would say about 10 o'clock this morning, when I've just crashed basically. Listening to recordings straight after a gig isn't always a good idea, particularly because it can cloud what you felt about the gig. So I probably will just import that EQ a bit out and have a proper go at mixing it at some other point. But the kind of reason I wanted to vlog today, so I just wanted to tell you about books like this. This is written by the Apollo Saxophone Quartet, who teach the saxophone at the Royal Northern. Today is a day where my brain isn't going to take much in. What I'm trying to say to you is I'm still going to practice, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull out some nice pieces from this book, put my alto together, and just practice a little bit of saxophone, just make music for half an hour. Pull some nice pieces out of this book, do a couple of long tone exercises, a few scales, that's it. Just to keep things ticking over, that's the main thing. And this is what that chart has done for me. I mean, honestly, I would have just not bothered. So I'm going to play a couple of pieces that were on the grade 5 syllabus for a while, just see what happens. One of the things I did a long time ago, like Garage Band from like 2008, was I put together some drum loops, just a nice swing drum loop, just as an alternative to using a metronome, because metronomes are cool and great, and well, they're not cool. Who thinks a metronome's cool, Dan? You can tell I'm tired. But using the swing just help you get groove rather than just focusing on time. So this is a piece by Bob Buckland called Scaredy Cat. I just had one of those phone calls from these corrupt people who say they want to get access to your computer. Kind of hung up though when I said I was a Mac power user and knew what he was up to. I've said this maybe on the vlog before, but certainly I've said it to other people that people think being a professional musician is all about, you know, playing the saxophone and doing bookings and practicing. I probably spend in a day more time on my laptop as I am now. Well, my MacBook, I don't like calling it a laptop, it's better than a laptop. All this sort of stuff is really important to being a musician because it's all about creating relationships, which is what's amazing about social media. So it's a really short vlog today. I hopefully have more energy on the next vlog. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button and hit a like as well, that'd be nice. And I'll see you again really soon.